Manuel Ugarte, and it's like, here we go, signed and sealed, sign and go, keep it moving. Finally, the saga is over. Manuel Ugarte is flying in from PSG, Paris, straight to Manchester Airport and straight to Carrington to sign his paperwork. The contract will be signed, and Manuel Ugarte is coming, the player we needed all this time, the number 6 role, to fill in, to partner Kobe Manu, free up his space going forward, and also Casemiro will be shunted to the bench. So what does that leave for Manuel Ugarte? So Manuel Ugarte is a 23-year-old player from Uruguay, played in the Copa de America. He had a really good tournament with them, and then he's really impressed with PSG last season. So PSG bought him from Sporting Lisbon for 70 million euros, and now he is coming to Manchester United. He's one of them players that is defensive midfielder that will get the tackles in, help out the defenders such as Dele and Martinez, and he'll be there just tracking back whenever they're needed and getting the balls in the right places, getting the balls up front to either Kobe Manu or the wingers whenever they needed it. So it's a really good signing, a big signing for United. This is a big missing piece for Manchester United going forward. So that is done. So that Manuel Ugarte is done. The other one, big news, probably heard, Scott McTominay deal was agreed for 30 million euros, so 25.9 million pounds, and he is gone, finally gone. There's no more McFred left at United. That end of the era has happened. McTominay has gone. A 27-year-old from a youth academy, youth system, has finally left the club, has gone to Napoli to join Conte and Lukaku, and he'll be playing there in the Serie A, which is, he'll be suited to that league. He'll bring him more like goals and threat wise, so he'll be a first team starter for Conte, and he really likes McTominay. So it's a good deal in a perspective for United, because we made profit on McTominay because he's a youth player and we didn't spend any money to buy him. So in a way that is good. So that money is now being utilised for Manuel Ugarte deal. So Manuel Ugarte will be coming in to Manchester United. Really exciting news. Hopefully he can start training with us, with the United team, soon as possible, and get in the squad for the game on Sunday when the enemy comes, Liverpool, and hopefully we can get him in and get Casemiro to the bench. So where does that leave for the rest of the players? So the deal still left to do is Jadon Sancho, who's on 350k a week. I personally would let him go on a free transfer or terminate his contract, but that can't happen because it's part of the contract from Manchester United. So the only way is Juventus come in with the offer, with the loan obligation to buy is probably more suited to them because they want to free up some money. So if they do that, then it'll be a loan to obligation to buy, so United will have to pay their fees. If they can't do that, then hopefully we can get a permanent deal and get rid of Sancho and just free up the wages, because as you can see in the structure Ineos is putting together, they're getting rid of all the highest earners from top. So Rashford is probably the highest earner on 380k a week, then followed by Sancho 350, then followed by Casemiro on 300k, then followed by Harry Maguire. Again, that another player needs to go as soon as possible. He's 31-year-old. He has not offered us anything. As you can see, as soon as Erik ten Hag came in, he was put to the bench, and Rafael Varane and Martinez were the leading defensive lineups. So Maguire is no use to us. For me personally, he is not a Premier League type of player anymore. He's more like a Championship player, or if West Ham, Aston Villa, or anyone can take him, be brilliant. He's 31-year-old and his time is up soon. I think he just sat there just cashing on the wages. He's not playing for the badge anymore. Although people praised him against the Fulham game, I told them like it's a one-off game. This is what he does. He comes on one game, tells them, oh, yeah, I'm back, but he's not back. He's never been back. Harry Maguire needs to go as soon as possible. He's 31-year-old and his contract isn't until 2025. I said we need to cash on him as soon as possible before Friday. So if Ineos can do a deal now before Friday, they've got like 5 more working days to get Harry Maguire out of this club, because we've got so many defenders. I'd rather keep Victor Lindelof, although he will be leaving on a free transfer next season because he's not going to renew his contract. Again, Harry Maguire again will be the same. So if you can get rid of Harry Maguire, that'd be brilliant for United's transfer business this season. Also, another one I want to talk about is where does this leave Casemiro? So Casemiro, when Ugarte comes in, so Casemiro will be more likely be on the bench player, playing Europa League games, FA Cup, Carling Cup games, or here and there. If we needed him, if just in case Ugarte or Kobe Minu are injured. But I would think Casemiro would be thinking there, right, Ugarte's here, I think it's time for me to move, which is right he's thinking. So Casemiro will be thinking in his head, shall I stay or shall I go? For he's got until Friday to decide. He can put a transfer request in if he wants, and then he can leave as he feels, or Ineos can do the job again alongside Sancho and get rid of him, because he is the third highest earner for United on a 300k wage. He's 32 years old, and he is one of the highest earners, third highest earner. So we'd rather cash on him, get some wages down, and get rid of Casemiro, because he might not be any use to us now because Ugarte is here. So Casemiro is the other one. I would go back on to the biggest one. The biggest talking point is Rashford. I would suggest after yesterday's performance on against Brighton, Rashford has checked out mentally. He has checked out mentally. He is not playing for the badge anymore. He has some problems inside him. He did not look happy whilst playing for United. Although he had like a couple of one passes, he did great, and that header was offside. But Marcus Rashford, we need to cash on him as soon as possible. He has checked out mentally. I don't know what's going on with his personal lifestyle. As I mentioned in previous videos, a lot of fans are now trying to get on the bandwagon now, so they want Marcus Rashford to go as soon as possible. But where will that leave us in this last minute transfer deadline? Because we got so close to the transfer deadline. I don't think Rashford will go this transfer, but I would say maybe next summer, if he doesn't perform to his full ability, I think we need to cash out on him. He's the first highest earner on 380k a week. Bruno's not even on that wage. Bruno's on like 280 with his new contract. So Marcus Rashford living on a free wage, not performing to his full ability, and he needs to go as soon as possible. He's not good to United. He's at his peak stage, like I mentioned in previous videos, and it's time for us to cash on him. So Marcus Rashford also needs to leave. Also, the other big talking point is Mason Mount, whether we should cash on him, because Chelsea robbed us for £61 million, and Mason Mount is injury prone and he needs to go. So Luke Shaw needs to leave the club as soon as possible. Again, I mentioned in previous videos, he's injury prone. So for the last 10 years, I'll give some stats. He's played for 5 years, he's been in for 10 years. That shows you something about Luke Shaw. So he needs to get, as soon as possible, get him out of the club. He's getting to that age, so we need a fresh left back. So hopefully, and during this 5 working days, again, we can get left back in. It will be a brilliant transfer window, but I don't think that will happen. So I think it'll be one more signing. Manuel Ugarte will be over the line. So either we can get a loan deal with someone. There was talks with Ben Chilwell, injury prone Ben Chilwell, or get Sergio Reguilon for time being until Luke Shaw is back, and Tyrone Malacias, again another injury prone player that went missing last season. We don't know where he was. I don't know where he is still now, whether he's back in training or not. So left back position is a must for this season coming up. So them are the players that need to leave Manchester United. And if it's the first time you're watching Universal Sports, don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and hit the like button, and let's get up to 500 likes before the old enemy come into town, Liverpool, on 1st of September.